Hello and welcome to my first video on YouTube. Thank you for joining me today to draw and sketch from still life. If you're a beginner or you want to sharpen your drawing and sketching skills, you're in the right place. If you like this video, please click on the like button. Consider hitting the red subscribe button. That will encourage me to put up more videos. I'll be putting up videos in different mediums and at different levels. This is the reference I've used for today's tutorial. Please feel free to use it as your own. This is the sketchbook I've used. You can use any sketchbook, but I would highly encourage you to buy a sketchbook and start your drawings so that you have a record of them and you'd be very proud of them one day. These are the pencils that I've used. And this is the blending tool and the earbud, which is Q-tips, and a kneadable eraser. So let's get started and enjoy the experience. I start the drawing with a HB pencil and I'm doing it freehand. You can also take the cover of a jar and draw the circle. You can use one pencil for the entire sketch, just as long as you remember to sketch very lightly in the initial stages and keep on darkening as you keep on layering. Layering is very important in this art, in fact in any art. The more layers you do, the better your sketching will be. Now from these pencils, I take the lightest pencil first and hold it from the top, not from the way you hold it when you're writing, but on the top of the pencil, and I start putting the graphite on the paper. That way the graphite is more evenly spread rather than spreading in a definite form. I've put an arrow to the left top showing from where the light source is. When I turned the book this way, I realized that my circle is not exactly a circle. So I just make those changes. You can go without making changes. Apples are not exactly round. They have their dents in between, and if you want to, however natural you want to make it, please be free to do so. I now start putting graphite onto the paper, and I do it according to the shape of the object. So sometimes I use just my wrist to make circles, and sometimes I turn the paper and make the mark according to the object. This is a Q-tip that I'm using, which is also called a earbud. I'm showing you how to blend here. Do this very lightly. If you smudge too hard, you may tear up the paper. When the process is repetitive, you'll notice that I'm speeding up the video. You can lower the speed if you want on your whatever device you're using. But in order to keep the video short and not make it too boring, I'm just speeding it up. You may not hear my voice in certain places too. Just use this as a time for meditation and reflection on what you are doing. I'm now starting to give a little more definition to the place from where the stem will emerge. So I'm just going through that space and building on my layers from here. So you'll find this process again repetitive as the layers are being built. So keep building and try not to smudge the paper now much, because you want to actually get your textures in. So here I start adding leaves. I've looked for some references on Google or Pixabay or Pexels, Pexels. Um, they have some free images which you can look at for references. I don't copy exactly the way the leaves are on the photos. I just make it give it a touch of my own, change the shape and change the way it looks a bit, but I look at the references, which is good. Always have your own references, either from these sites as free references or your own photographs. It's and if you're using from any of these sites, always mention that, because even if you're using it for free, it's good to mention it where the source is from. Drawing from still life is easily achievable, as you can look around for the objects or things in your house and draw from them. And also from photographs, your own photographs, if you have clicked and if you see something that you want to sketch, feel free to do so, because it's your own. You don't have to reference anybody. But if you look at anybody's drawings or photographs and do exactly the same, you will have to reference that, otherwise it is plagiarism. I now do some blending in the leaves, um, blending or smudging, if whatever you call it, and try to lay down a shadow for the apple, since the light is coming from the left on the top left hand corner. I'm doing the shadow on the right, and my right side of the apple also is darker than the left side. So continue doing your shadow till you're pleased with it. I'm now doing some squiggly marks on the right side to show you how I did the outer side of the leaf, and also um, the inner veins that I do. You'll see that coming on through. We are nearing the end now, so I tidy up the page. I rub it with a sharp eraser. uh, I usually cut the eraser into bits so that I have sharp edges, and I slowly erase bit by bit within the lines, and just have a look in general to see that the page is a bit neater. And don't forget to take a photograph of your drawings. And this is the end of the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you also make it a daily practice. Some small thing, even if you don't cannot do it daily, but initially just start doing it and watch other people doing it. There are lots of videos on YouTube available for free, so make it a practice to watch. And I really thank you for going along with this tutorial with me. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe button. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer your queries. And if I hope you keep looking out for my videos and enjoy them, because I'll be putting up soon many more. Thank you once again, and I plan to do this sketch in the future in colored pencils or in another medium. Please keep an eye for that, and thank you again for watching. I wish you all the best in your art journey at whatever stage you may be.